Yeah, I'm ballin' in this bitch. Yeah. Money stay callin' in this bitch. We ain't worry about none, we celebrating.
What's up, YouTube?
Yeah, what's poppin', people?
Folks? How are y'all?
Chilling, man. How you feeling today, bro?
Dude, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling freaking good. I know I love whenever, so I do the daily DCA challenge, the Pulse challenge that I actually want all of y'all to join me on as well, guys. I have been doing it since September 15th, and I think it's one of the best things that's going to be done. However, I love it because whenever I go on PulseX to make a purchase and I get to see a green number, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about, bro.
Yeah, let's
Whenever I get to see this right here, this little green number, this green percentage, oh man, that is like music to my freaking ears. Why? Because that means I get more today than I could yesterday. That's it.
Lovely.
That's it.
Lovely.
That's as simple as it is. Now, again, I do a daily DCA thing for a reason, because I want everyone to realize that it doesn't matter, y'all. We're in this for the long haul. If you truly believe in this ecosystem, and you truly believe that you hold gold, and like know in your heart of heart that you hold gold, then I'm just trying to get as much of that gold as I can right now, man. That's it.
That's it. While it's still cheap, you're getting gold at a discount.
Well, so I was looking, at some of the numbers, even just in Hex, for example, and like how fast 10Xs are available for so many people. If you were to just buy right now on Ethereum Hex, for example, and it just goes back up to 5.9 cents, you got a 10X, guys. It's like that simple. And I know, like, some people think, like, man, eHex is okay, cool, then do it for Hex on Pulse Chain, right? And even if you look at it there, it's like a penny right now, right? What is the current price of Hex on Pulse Chain right now? Let me just see. 100%. But it's like a penny, and it's like a somewhere in that ballpark. Yeah, exactly, a penny, basically. So what's crazy about that is you look at it and it's just like, okay, go up to 10 cents. That's a 10X, guys. Like, it's not rocket science that like a 10X is staring everybody in the face right now.
Oh, it's a couple 10Xs. It's a couple 10Xs on the way.
There's 20Xs. Several, folks. And what's funny is, I was talking with the Patreon piece, but what's funny about it is, like, you look at it from a standpoint of, we got to see a 4X damn near in 13 days. Like, that's what volatility is. That's why you have the highest appreciating asset, which is crypto, and it is by far the most volatile. But you got to see a 4X your money in 13 days. And this happens all the time. All the freaking time. And I understand that, like, I know. I get it. Like, people are like, man, it's down right now. My portfolio's down. It didn't go the way I'd envisioned. And again, a lot of people are going to let that be the reason that stops them.
Yes.
I can't even imagine letting that be the reason that stopped me from continuing to invest in something that I truly believe in long term. I think Frank said it best on his stream with us the other day. He was like, if you know that you're holding for long term, then whatever the price is at any point in time right now has zero bearing on what's going on, because you're waiting until the end of that point in time anyways. So
people are looking
like you I was gonna say, if you feel like you're getting frustrated with prices and everything happening right now, then you're probably paying a little bit too much attention to the daily activity and not thinking long term.
People are looking at the chart when they should be looking at the calendar. That's it.
Oh, I like that.
Change your mind.
People are looking at the chart when they should be looking at the calendar. Let time work.
2025, man. That was the plan from day one. I don't know what changed. People thought, 2 weeks is gonna go by, we're gonna be rich. No, it don't take 2 weeks to get rich unless you get lucky. And most people aren't lucky. Otherwise, this would be easy. None of us would be sitting here. We'd all be rich already.
Right. Dude, that's exactly it, man. I'm gonna use that exactly. Oh, what a line, Wes. Yeah,
no, I'm not taking credit for that. I heard that somewhere. I think it was either Richard Hart or it might have even been Sami. Somebody said that a minute ago, but
what's funny? It's like I always try to give credit where credit's due, but then I'm like, dude, we watch so much content and
in
general that I'm like, I don't want to do it wrong by naming the wrong person, but it's like I want to give credit. But hey, man, either way, that's a fire thing to reiterate no matter what, right? And it's good for people to understand that again, they are literally looking at the chart and not the time right now, man. That's it.
Bro,
that's it.
Yeah, man. Wake me up in 2025, bro. None of this, all the rest of this stuff going on, I don't even see it.
What I find the craziest thing, and I understand Hart's law, I get it. You know, when things are tied to liquidity, things move up and down together, right? It no longer seems that, like, I don't know if we're gonna have the runaway token. Now, I would love if one of them just ran off.
Yeah.
But a thing that I was thinking about the other day was, I was like, bro, could I see one token just run off, and I mean tear past the other ones without?
I would love to see that, man. That'd be awesome.
I would love to see it as well. I was like, dude, that is something that I've been waiting for. And I know we have some assets that perform better than others. We can look at the ratios between each other, like Hex outperforming Pulse and all that good stuff, because you can take those things into consideration, factor them, and look at them on chart. But I'm like, I really want to see one just like freaking move. Like, I'm talking one does a 10x and the other one maybe does a double, like maybe, because I want to see one go like a fucking 20x, 50x, and then like maybe the other one does a 5x.
If that happens and you're holding more of the one that isn't moving, I don't want you to lose your head. I need y'all to still be excited, because you know that's gonna happen. Like, let's say Pulse changes go through the roof. Everyone's looking for me, and they're gonna give me all types of shit. I'm just gonna, bro. I did not tell you what was gonna be better than the other. I'm just telling y'all, be prepared if that happens. Just be prepared. And wait your turn. Your turn is coming. Your turn is coming.
Right.
You know,
dude, that is actually hilarious the way you bring it up like that, because some people are playing one token against the other, and that's the portion that you can do what you want with your money, man. No one can tell you what to do. That's the benefit of this true DeFi system, is you get to make that choice in your own investment thesis and everything that you hold, because at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. What you do and project to everyone else, it's like, I hold this and let everyone know and blah blah. Like, no, man, that doesn't. At the end of the day, what are you going to be holding 5-10 years from now, right? But not only that, whenever I see some items over here as well, I mean, here's the deal, man. Whenever I look at any of these tokens, if one of them was to outperform another, you're gonna ratio trade the wrong way. It's gonna happen. It happens every single time. So
that's where people are gonna get washed out right there, because they're gonna try to jump. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Let's use some real examples. Like, let's just say Pulse Chain. Hello, puppy. Let's say Pulse Chain goes and does a 10x. Everything else maybe doubles. You're like, okay, cool. Well, if Pulse Chain is going to continue running off against the others, I'm going to trade out my other assets for that one. So you trade your Pulse X for your Pulse. As soon as you do that, man, I swear someone be watching over your shoulder. I swear someone be waiting for you to fucking click that button. But as soon as you do it, the ratios flop. It's like, boosh, if Pulse drops, Pulse X pumps. You're like, no.
Washed out.
And all you have to do is wait. Or just buy all of them and hold all of them and just appreciate all of them, because like, that right there is gonna wash so many people out.
I can't, it is. It's
their portfolio size is gonna go from 100 million to 50 million, and and you ain't gonna have no one else to blame but yourself, my friend.
Bro, you cannot be wishy-washy in an RH ecosystem. Okay, to me, anywhere you look, you're gonna win some way, somehow. Don't pick and choose. Just chill, bro. Whatever you decided on when you first got in, whatever plan or strategy you had, stick to it. Because when you start to see the ratios switch and change, bro, you're gonna get yourself wrecked. Just be careful. Dude, I'm good. Like, if one coin takes off, I'm happy regardless. I don't need, like, I think if one coin wins, we all win. So we got 3 chances at a major win here. Or even 4 if you consider incentive token. Because I know somebody
do consider incentive token for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody's
I consider the incentive token the second cycle play, but if I still believe it's going to go and possibly hit $10 to $100 this cycle, somewhere in there, which is a phenomenal move for anyone who was able to buy even below $1 like it is right now. That's a great return.
Hey man,
But yeah, I see incentive as a second cycle token. Someone asked this, man, and again, I know it doesn't really matter by any means, and at least it doesn't matter to me.
Not to me, bro.
Let me clarify, just to make sure I don't offend or hurt anybody's feelings. I just don't think the SEC has any bearing into relevance as to what we are going to do as an ecosystem going forward until there is actual guilty verdict found or innocent verdict found or drop charge found. And even in that moment in time, I believe that the price may have a slight impact and do what it does during that news of whatever the result is. And then it goes back to just doing its thing again. So I would see that as a sell the news event as to whatever happens, unfortunately, on that day, which kind of fucking leads us to believe that we're going to see a little bit more downside in the next coming couple days. Because November 28th is just 9 days away at this point in time, a little over a week. And so if you're like, all right, cool, the SEC either drops charges or nothing happens, or they have 10 days after. Now we're talking about December. Then what happens December 6th or December 7th? Like, you start playing with all, like, you're just going to move the date from November 28th to whatever the next one is. And so I wouldn't let that affect my investment decision at any point in time. Again, what I do is I buy every single freaking day, because I know that in the long run, even if my average is higher than what the current price is, if I can still average in 50x on that entire bag, I am freaking stoked. And if it goes higher than 50x, then it's just icing on top. You know what I mean?
50x. Oh my god.
That's an average pace, which means some of them are gonna do a 200, which means some of them are gonna do a 25. That's an average. And if I have an average of fucking two, like, guys, I am
a 50x alone, I'm in heaven, dog. I'm in heaven.
So to answer the question, I just don't see it having enough bearing. Yes, the overall investment the decision happened when it first went down, and tank the price, because that's a news event. Once again, as always, when there's news events, these are typically sell events either way. And had you done it and had you done it properly and bought back in, that would be the right way. But a lot of people sold, and they're gonna stay out forever. And I think that's the wrong way, right? Because or you just stake and not have to worry about it. Like, my hex is staked, right? So what am I going to do with it? I hold a small percentage of my bag as liquid, and that means nothing. What am I going to do?
I'm not a trader, so I don't pay attention to any of the things going on in the news. That's for traders, man. That's for people that are trying to front run and whatnot. But I don't pay attention to none of it. If we dip, we dip. If we pump, we pump. That's it.
Now, in terms of the Hedron Iosa system, man, I don't really have like the craziest thoughts. I think it's gonna move in a similar fashion with Hex. It seems to be tied pretty heavily with the move through liquidity and Hart's Law there as well, right? Because it's like even on announcements or non-announcements, or a seller of Hex who dumps 150 million, it affects the Hedron price and affects the Iosa price, because that affects the Hedron price, and so on and so forth. So I think they're all, the rising tide is going to lift all ships and all boats. I think the bull market's going to be that similar situation back in 2021 where you could fucking close your eyes, blindfold, and throw a dart, and you're going to make some money. I promise. It's just how it works. It's just one of those things that you can just literally... Dude, there was a whole freaking thing about like a monkey investing in their decisions as to their investment choices. And it was like a monkey, I forget exactly how they decided to do it, whether it be like picking them or whatever, drawing names out of a hat, I want to say. Yeah. And that monkey actually chose better in 2021 during that bull market time period than the overall investors who actually were there. So the monkey even did better on random shit. But then in 2022, they tried running the same experiment again, and they realized it was just a flaw. It was one of those things that you could fucking throw a dart at something back then and basically get it, because that monkey's no profit by any means.
Facts. Right? I'm living proof, dog. I was throwing darts in the stock market and hitting, and I didn't know what I was doing. And I'm just like, bruh, what is? And that's when everyone thought they were a stock market expert, and the Robinhood experts came out, and I thought I was one of them. I was like telling people financial advice, all this crazy stuff, man. And then, boy, did that ship sink. Woo! But
yeah, dude, that ship sinks so fast, man. It'll go real quick. So my thoughts on Hedron Iosa. Cool system. Would I stake Iosa anymore? No. There's just better opportunities that are available out there. I remember we talked about it, as a matter of fact, and I went back and looked at some of the charts from back then that we were talking back when, like, prior to PulseChain launching and all that stuff. And what was crazy is whenever I was looking at some of those charts, man, dude, we were ecstatic whenever it was like anywhere between 70 cents to like 30 cents, and we were like, yo, this is freaking awesome. Because I remember being around there during that time, right? And we all were like, dude, this is such a great thing. We can stake it, earn some more yield, earn all this stuff. And that was a fun time. Again, that was beginning of the year, as a matter of fact, when we really started talking about it, and it was doing fairly decent. And then the PulseChain launch happened, and from there, the Hedron Iosa system, I mean, just took an absolute nosedive, my friends. And I know we've seen other cryptos have, you know, taken somewhat of a hit as well, but Hedron Iosa took a heavy hit.
Lesson learned. That's it, man. Lessons learned.
Yeah. So I mean, I did the one stake. Speaking of, I did a stake that's going to be ending in Iosa. I don't even like, what's the benefit? I'm sitting there holding it, and I'm like, bro, I did a 180-day stake. I'm like looking at what it was when I first did it, and I'm looking now, and I can understand it's bear market. I get it. But I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I kind of just got on the hype train on that one with fucking Crypto talking about it, with Chrissy Man talking about it, with Crypto Kong talking about it, with people putting out information that was not known to me. And once the information was known to me, I was able to make my own investment thesis. But I think I just chose. I didn't necessarily like have the full conviction like you find in Hex. I got full conviction in Hex, y'all.
Full conviction,
like ridiculous, right? And then full conviction in PulseChain, full conviction in PulseX. I don't have that with the other tokens that are out there right now, y'all. Like,
for me, bro, and I'm not even trying to be toxic, bro. Just people just aren't RH, man. Look, I'll leave it at that. I won't get any deeper, but people are not RH. and that's when the Maxi was born, bro. When I seen everything I had originally started to believe in crash, I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna stick with Richard Hart. That's one founder is enough for me. That's it. That's good.
That's it. And again, guys, like by all facets of everything, the way it works, like if y'all are in, that's cool. I just think that there's better opportunities available. Even just being on a farm in PulseX is a better opportunity than what you can get in the Hedron Iosa system. Not only do you not have to wait and lock it up for a period of time to earn the rewards, you can set it to where you can just earn liquidity and earn fees, and then harvest those fees and buy more tokens all the time right now. So like, I don't like, could there be a use case in the future? I know Alex is talking about coming up with something, you know, in the future for some V2 version and all that. I get it, you know. Okay.
Man.
He just doesn't, you know.
I feel you, man. I'm not sold, man. I played around in the early days and I stopped. I'm just gonna get serious from here on out. But shout out to my homie, man. Up to Me podcast. Make sure you check him out. Subscribe to his channel. He's doing great work in the YouTube space. He says, keep grinding, fellas. Keep daring to be great. And you're only crazy until you're right. Let's get this bread. P.S. Wes, you toxic. Amen. You don't know.
Man, hey, that's 100% though. Like right there, that statement. You know, keep grinding until you know, or keep daring to be great, and again, keep grinding until you're right, or you're only crazy until you're right. That's 100% the case, guys. Like everyone who's out there, which is why I stress, don't be sharing too much information that you're not willing to take the heat back. Like if you know that the other person that you're sharing the information with isn't as involved with you as you are, be careful about sharing all that prana and all that energy with them. You know what I mean? Because it could come back to bite you in the butt. And so when you actually make it, guys, that's when it all is gonna be freaking epic. Now, let's talk a little bit about the 52 weeks to wash out weak hands. Could we see 52 weeks to wash out weak hands, my friend?
Well, you know what's funny about that? Like, I believe in that. I still believe in it, but it's just like we're living in this space now where everybody knows what's coming, so they're like planning accordingly. So you know damn well if we say 52 weeks or whatever, or we're 25 weeks away or whatever, but as we get close to it, what everyone's expecting probably isn't going to happen. And then as soon as they're ready to give up and say, you know what, I'm done with this ecosystem, that's when things are going to start to take off. So that's my piece on that. But what were you going to say about that?
I'm with you on the I think we have as a community a massive movement that we're somehow positioning ourselves in, and it's moving along, but we almost want to go against the grain, my friends. And you know, escape that herd mentality as well. So yeah, man, I could see it I could see it taking longer than expected for a couple of reasons. I think whales like to have fun playing games just because. And this is something that has been done since the sacrifice phases of PulseChain and PulseX. They've been manipulating and playing, and they have the ability to. They're market makers. But what I find more interesting about it is, I think for those individuals who are rinsing themselves out or lowering the amount of their portfolio, regardless of what's going on, they're just redistributing the wealth and sharing it amongst more people. And so I think eventually the people who can suppress are gone. And I think that probably ends up coinciding with 52 weeks, unfortunately. Like, if I was to break it down in a certain way, I would say we start seeing bullish energy, which we've already seen. Guys, we're still higher than we were 3 months ago, or higher than we were 2 months ago. Like, you have to realize we are still higher than we were even just a few weeks ago. Okay. So I don't want y'all to forget that, because that is still the truth. And so we're still going to have 52 weeks of rinsing out. And what I can see happening is we're going to get into a slow little bullish move. Where, let me go back this way. We're going to get into a slow little bullish move where we keep going. And eventually, somewhere around January, we start getting even more bullish. And then come May of 2024, we just go, which could happen to be 52 weeks of washing out the weekends. So
we'll see, man.
I think it's fun. I think it's fun, man. It's gonna be something. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here. So I'm gonna get to see. Like, I hope y'all gonna get to join us, because we're gonna be here.
That's the crazy thing about
in the future.
Our ecosystem, man. Sometimes I think we're too smart for our own good, man. It's like RH looks at us like, God, I made these motherfuckers too goddamn smart. They figuring out all my dates, and they getting clips from the past. Like these, and then you had Sami coming here and just breaking it down piece by piece, and RH is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these guys got it all figured out. So I'm not gonna try to time nothing. I'm gonna sit on my ass until I'm rich. That's it. That's my plan. That's my strategy.
Yep. And the best way, Wakanda, on this one is sometimes just make yourself a new account on Twitter and just remove some of the nonsense that you've kind of either allowed your feed to enter, because you can either mute people and do that and just keep doing that, obviously, or you just make a new feed and it shows all the crazy stuff happening out there in the world, and it gets you off X and Twitter. We all about to pull up 100% Twin Fam, Cookie the Chocolate. Much love to you all as well.
Facts.
Yeah, Hedron's not an RH product, right? Stake and claim it, move on. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what's gonna happen with Twin Fam. With Hedron and Iosa. 16 months for the top euphoria to accumulate. So usually 16 months before the top. Yeah, 100%. I can agree with that as well, Patrick. So if we on average, altcoins hit 18 months after the Bitcoin halving, we got until about October of 2025, folks. And you better set yourself up in a good position to really take advantage of what we're going to be experiencing. I want every single one of y'all to go through this and win, y'all. I don't want y'all to experience the FOMO that we talked about earlier in the stream. The ability, the inability, unfortunately, for
don't feel left out.
Bro, like to get left out, or to just get left behind, or something like that. Which, guys, we've seen this happen too many times.
you don't want to feel like, let's say PulseX takes off and does a 10x and leaves PulseChain sitting. Don't get that feeling of FOMO, like, oh man, I'm about to swap my whole bag. Don't feel like you're left out. If you see PulseX winning, just know your turn is coming. Everyone's time is going to come within this ecosystem, I believe.
Yep.
So yeah, man, I hope like I really would like all the coins going up together would be cool, but I'd much rather see one just take off and see everyone get excited, see people get rinsed out, washed out. Man, it's gonna
That's
be.
what I think. I think people, you gotta rinse, man. You gotta. I hate to say it, guys, but we gotta rinse and that's what we're kind of doing right now, which is why I'm actually in agreement with Wes. Not like it's out of the blue or something crazy for me to agree, but like I do agree with that sentiment, man. Like I want one coin to just freaking pump and just start ripping and melting faces, and we kind of got to see that with EHEX starting the pump. And I know it started from this whole stream of a person that we shall not be named or whatever. Look, man, the price is still higher than that particular stream. Neither here nor there, though. I'm not going to go there. What I'm trying to say is we got to see some people start moving their bags real fast and swapping between certain tokens. And guys, please don't let this be you. I share this because I want it to happen to individuals that are just going to come in and rinse or want to vampire our ecosystem. I don't really want them to win like us. I don't want them to see a 50x, 100x, 1000x. I don't want them. Come on.
Right, 100.
They're vampires, right? They're here for a fucking 20% move in a day, and then they're out, and then they're just suppressing price by doing so. It's a pain in the ass thing. So what I would love to see is one just go whoop, and then some people just swap, and then that one just go whoop, and then this one go whoop, and then just rinse people. Like I'm talking about it. That's a full freaking solid rinse plan, man.
It's gonna happen, bro, because you wouldn't have thought we'd see as much degen behavior we've seen since PulseChain launch. I just didn't. I thought everybody was smarter, but man, it's just and people are just gonna do degenerate things and chase FOMO and get rinsed out, and it is what it is, man.
That is wild. It's definitely wild, man. Unfortunately, it is what it is. That's for sure. What else we got? People are panicking over the dip. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say Urban Productions, it's never a panic. Like, you have to realize, and I've said this before, we are creatures of emotions, y'all. We're creatures of emotions. We're human beings. We have feelings, right? And those feelings can sometimes sway how it affects your overall mood, right? And so the feeling of seeing red and price go down after having some excitement of price going up, it's like I don't know if y'all have ever, I don't want to use, I guess I could use it. If you've ever done cocaine, then you kind of know what I'm talking about. If you've done it, you get a really quick high and you're like, wow, this is incredible. And then you get a really quick down because there's no longer the drug inducing euphoria that it was for what you were experiencing.
Good time.
That is, and then you gotta re-up, and then you have to experience it again, and now you need more, and you need more pumps, and it continues to be a thing, guys. And it's exactly kind of what people are experiencing right now. They got to see some pumps, they were super excited, people are bullish, you saw the happiness in the community, everyone's jovial, and then you see the red candles start coming over, and people are like, man, I knew I got excited too soon, I knew this was what it was, I knew, man, and then the sadness starts coming upon, and then depression starts coming upon. Guys, do not let your emotions sway like that, okay? Find your base, know what your base is, and try to maintain and get back to your base as soon as possible. Yes, you're going to see some euphoria over here from prices pumping. You will feel that. Yes, you will see some sadness as the portfolio falls. If you haven't seen a portfolio fall from even 100,000 to 5,000, it's a pretty crazy fall, y'all. And that's something that everyone is going to get a chance to experience. However, you got to stick around to experience it in the first place.
Bingo.
So find your base, get to your base as soon as you can, and maintain your base. Yes, there's going to be moments of joy. Yes, there's going to be moments of sadness and grief and despair and depression and excitement and euphoria and planning the future and all these different things. Well, you got to come back to the base some point. Absolutely. And the faster you can get there, the faster you're going to make this whole experience go. Amen. And the better that you can make this experience go as well. Because the reason that I love Hex so much is because I stopped looking at charts, y'all.
Ooh. Yes, it makes it easier, man. Makes it easier.
It does. Now, and downside to it is we're back in charts again, right? That like PulseChain brought, like you said it, man. PulseChain brought about more degen inside of all of us than we had got. We had the moment of letting go at one point in our past, and for some people, they got consumed by the degen. For other people, they have delved so far in the degen angles, they've lost their direction. They've lost their sense of purpose. They have no idea where their true north is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so that's something everyone is getting to experience right now.
Hey, man. Yeah. I got lost in it, man. Early on, PulseChain launch, I'm getting people DMing me, yo, get this, get that, and I sprinkled a little money here and there, and it's like, it was fun, it was cool, but it's just not for me. Not for me, man.
Right.
I don't need to do it.
Yep.
I see my kid running outside. What the hell is he doing?
Climbing a tree, man. Climbing a tree.
Yeah, he usually asks before he go outside. He just running outside. Like, yo, bear's out there. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit. Appreciate you, Disciple, as always, fam. Appreciate you, man. So much love to everyone in here. Nothing like a noise beer.
Nose beer.
I'm gonna say noise. Because, I don't know.
Nose candy. Oh man, yeah.
No, I get you. Oh man, the flying white lady always be making her appearance somehow, I'm sure. I track SUI, yeah, exactly. So that whenever I'm looking at these things, you have to understand. There's so many things that are out there for everyone to get involved in, and yes, you're gonna have some that are gonna do good. Yes, you're gonna have some that are gonna do okay, and yes, you're gonna have some that are gonna do freaking phenomenal. And what I'm looking for is to be in the freaking phenomenal. But in order to be there, you still have to have the discipline to actually make it, guys. You don't get to experience 1000x and not freaking go through some struggle.
Yeah. Right.
Period.
Yeah.
Period, guys. That's it.
Dips are part of the game.
Remember that. Hone that. And then refine it. And then understand that, hey, if I'm going to experience this, I'm going to hit my head on the wall a few times. Do you see us retracing back to the all-time low, or like for PulseChain and PulseX? Or okay, cool. No, I think all-time lows are gone.
And as long as we see that and we don't go back to that, I'm happy, bro. Now, if we go back to that, I'll be like, fuck. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But it's gonna be like, damn, I thought we were past this, man. I really did. I just don't think I'll give a brief little glimpse and we'll head on off. But I just think we're right around here, guys. We're somewhere here on this little parallel channel in PulseChain, and it's just gonna bounce in here for a little bit. And so this shows us to be back at Sacrifice early December, and then somewhere during early December up until 2024, we'll be either at or above sac price. Is kind of what this does, as long as we continue this parallel channel, which has been holding since August. So I mean, it's been a few months, and it's looking pretty freaking bullish to me. Now, if we break below, there's gonna be some downside, but we got plenty of support resistance levels that we've already hit. To come back down here, I'd find pretty freaking hard. But I mean, hey, dude, nothing's out of the ballpark in crypto. I just don't really see that happening. So what else we got, bro? Man? We got Crypto Wonder in the house. No pain, no gains. Facts Wonder. This coming bull run, we will. 100%. When we see a whale, let me try to actually read properly, man. I don't know why I can't. When we see a whole whale dump and we're still above a penny, massive props. That's 100% right. And you see someone exit the position, and then you look back at how many people also. Dude, I look at some of the numbers that people be selling. I'm like, you would sell 155 million hex right now. Just market dump, not even do it in a smart way. Just market dump it for what? What do you get?
Who knows?
Like what do you possibly, like, math wise? Let me just tell you, dude, dollar wise, 150 million hex is, again, this is hex on PulseChain, just to keep it simple. But 150 million hex is $1.2 million, and they took a 40% slippage. Like, dude, wild, right?
Rich.
And then I look at that number and I'm like, bro, even just go back up to fucking 10 cents, guys. That's 15 mil. Like, what are we doing? You're gonna cash out right now for a mil? instead of waiting until a 10x could possibly come in the next 6 months and get 15 mil?
Very strange.
That noise.
Very strange behavior. Greed, man. How greedy can you be, man? Jesus.
Yeah, I mean that's it right there. Yeah, Cryptic Lou, this is a sign here. Called the 7 rules of life, y'all. 7 rules of life. Smile, do good, give it time, don't compare, never give up. It's on you. Make peace with your past.
Lovely.
Simple, guys. Like 7 rules of life. Keep it simple. You follow this, you're gonna be doing pretty freaking good.
Absolutely. Fire, man. Always good to keep those things around, just for a reminder, man. You know.
Yep.
Try to stay positive.
I love having stuff like that out there. I think daily affirmations is huge. I think coming out with some way of saying I will be a millionaire by age XYZ is very crucial to what you do. Set goals and set a vision, and guys, we're gonna freaking win. Just keep your head down, keep doing what you're doing, keep the grind going. We haven't even entered the bull yet. Calm yourselves. When we're out of the bull and we haven't pumped, shit, then we cry. We cry like little babies. That's it.
I'll cry. I'll cry on stream.
Yeah, I'll cry on stream with you, bro.
Like, man.
If we go into a bull and we don't pump, hey, we fucked up. Next.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's gonna be the case. I think we're gonna be fucking sitting on a yacht somewhere, enjoying each other's company and enjoying the time that we actually had and discipline that we had to maintain this course that we have. And like Lufa says, for y'all, eat pretzels.
Absolutely.
With that, guys, we're gonna head on off, guys. So much love to every single one of y'all. Cannot wait until the next episode, which is tomorrow, and we'll see you then. Peace.
We'll see y'all. Take care.
Yeah, I'm ballin' in this bitch. Yeah. Money stay calling in this bitch.